Terrible.
Some white man having a bad day just gonna cough on all the food.
For those of y'all joining in that weren't here, hi, first of all.
Hello.
Jim.
We were talking. My dog just came up on Dent's arm and just
He literally just blew on my arm with his breath.
hit him with the breath. And he said, if I had had some food in my hand, it'd just be murderous intent. And it spiraled into a conversation
Of what if?
about a cereal blower.
A bioterrorist.
And just pulls up on people in restaurants.
That just like you're about to eat a ham sandwich, and then
Just got my
And that's it.
mozzarella
Got
sticks.
you, bro.
and then like let's say you don't even notice it or you eat it anyway. Then you just get to the house. You got a message request in your DMs, and you happen to check it that day, and then you just see a picture of 2 lines on a test.
And a smiley face.
That smiley face has no emotion. It's literally no blush,
No
no eyes
teeth,
closed, no
nothing.
wink, nothing.
Just the regular,
2 dots.
the smiley face I be sending y'all.
Like 2
when I be
dots
on
and
some
a
dumb
half circle.
shit.
That's it.
Yep.
Oh my god! And like, it just took a turn into, what if the food ain't even hot? And I said, nigga, just come over your shoulder and blow on a salad.
And I was just like, bro, I would have had to kill myself. I wouldn't even kill no. I would have had to like. It's bad enough I'm publicly eating a salad at that time, and then some random cereal blower pull up.
That ranch looks spicy, cuz.
All right, don't you worry about it.
Hey, yo, that's ice cream.
I'm like,
Oh, you got that Dr. Pepper with ice?
Wind sound
my
effect.
fucking diet, Dr. Kelp.
My diet,
poison.
Dr. Kelp. Ha!
Krusty Krab pizza.
But we are back.
We are back. No dinosaur story, man.
More episodes.
Y'all know who we are. Like you signed up for the Patreon, so
Right. Of He Is My Master.
Thank you again for the graphical,
Which is here literal months in advance, because I spent Friday uploading 5 to YouTube.
Woo!
And we're on episode 21. So it's like literally half a year later they hit YouTube. Get them here first, man. Don't let your friends spoil you.
Absolutely.
Let them spoil you. I don't know how y'all get down, man.
Yeah, man. You pay for the content. It's up to you.
But
do you really want to rob yourself out of a great experience?
yeah,
Huh?
man. The GOAT experience. Man's and his Yelps.
That's not even the right Yelp. Like,
Close enough.
friend of the show, ZELTARIS, he made a supercut.
Oh, no, it was actually another guy there.
Oh, another guy that's a
Yeah.
friend of the show. That's a friend of the
No,
show.
Green Cauldron and ZELTARIS are the same person.
Oh, are they?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
I stand
Zeltaris
corrected.
was-
It is
he was
ZELTARIS.
big.
Made a supercut of me yelping. So anytime you hear me go, go! It's in a 2-minute compilation. of that.
I might throw it on the Patreon, man,
Like,
just for the patrons.
It's a treasure.
That shit is magic. Like, be on
Pleasure and honor, man.
the on the
Make
lookout
a
for that
fucking
this week.
soundboard with it.
Yeah.
It's just different Yelps. Just assign it to the key on every key of the piano.
Absolutely.
Fucking your DAW. Just slide it, go.
Hello, Nug.
It's wild. Also,
You're not-
guest appearance by Dog 2 times.
Yep.
He's blowing his breath on me now.
Just excited.
I love this
I'm
dog,
excited
man.
to exist, man.
He a good man.
I just ate.
He a
Take
good
that chicken
dog.
and fish.
Good dog.
Gulp. But back with another episode. We are on chapter 74, scene C23. Knuckles interviews Shadow, and I am quite literally the Chris Sabat of this shit, so I'm going to be interviewing myself.
Get it done, nigga.
Piccolo as Yamcha.
Zoro.
Boy.
All Might.
Interior interview room. Knuckles and Prince Shadow are now alone in the room, sitting across from each other. Shadow's arms are crossed.
Okay. Have you ever been to any strange websites? What? What kind of websites do you visit in the internet? What do I visit where? Oh no. Don't give me that. I live on a flippin' floating island, and even I know about that stuff. You know, the internet, on a computer, web pages, blogs, forums, that blasted Wikipedia thing, manipulating character polls so you come out on top of that blue hedgehog. I mean, come on.
There is a pause.
Knuckles giving up tech there.
The meta.
Yep. There is a pause as they stare at each other.
You are a madman who speaks in tongues. I don't trust you, foreign red devil.
Ebony watches through the one-way mirror with concern as Knuckles rips up his question sheet.
Paper ripping noises.
Rip.
That was a pretty short one.
Yeah.
Fucking scene, chapter 75, scene 69.
Nice.
Sally meets Sonic.
Woo.
Woo.
Interior
Nice.
castle halls minutes later. Sonic is now resting against the wall with his eyes closed, appearing to be asleep or dead. The far door to the throne room opens, and Sally quietly slips out. When the doors close, she leans against it.
But does she rock against it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, she does.
cool.
Fucker.
Bet.
Finally. Father, what were you thinking bringing us here? This entire country needs help, yes, but certainly not to win any war.
Sally straightens up and shakes her head.
Oh, she on her MLK shit.
Yeah, of course.
She steps away from the door and turns to look at it wearily.
And at first that Prince Shadow seemed decent. Sally girl, you obviously need to learn about a lot about judging first impressions if you ever want to be queen.
Sally sighs and looks around. Then she sees Sonic slumped on the floor by the other door.
Oh no!
Sally clenches her hands and hurries over to him.
Oh, Chaos! You poor thing!
Sally kneels down next to Sonic, lightly brushing his cheek and trying to look into his face.
What have they been doing to you?
Sonic's ears twitch at the contact, and he opens his eyes looking up at her.
Oh, hey there, princess. Decided to ditch that boring party as well?
Sally jumps a bit in surprise. Sonic straightens himself up a bit.
You're pretty cool saving my hide in there. Thanks. Oh yeah, I'm Sonic, by the way. Sonic the Hedgehog. Pleased to meet you.
You're welcome. I'm Sally. Are you alright?
Yeah, mostly. Don't appreciate being tied up here, but you know, liked my show?
It was very unusual, as you seem to be.
Sally reaches for Sonic's shoulder as if in a trance, but suddenly stops herself.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. May I touch you?
Oh yeah, if you want to. It's nice of you to actually ask beforehand. Most people don't do that around here. Mind the spines, they're sharp.
Sally nods and feels Sonic's fur. She raises an eyebrow as she rubs a few blue strands between her fingers. She trails down his arm, lightly squeezing Sonic's muscles. Then she lifts up his hand to look at his bare fingers.
Are you looking for something?
Well, to be honest, I just wanted to see whether you're healthy.
Matter of fact, I am. Why? You're not looking for any last-minute purchases, are you?
What? No. You can't simply buy people. Wait. You want to be bought?
Whoa, wait! That's nice of you, but I'm actually quite happy here. And also, that wouldn't help any of the other slaves much.
So you do want to be enslaved?
No way. I just don't want to leave Shadow. Mostly it's the other slaves I'm concerned about. They have it real bad.
What's different about you then?
Shadow treats me well.
Does he? You look alright, but I've seen the barely healed whiplashes. You're trying to defend him.
Shadow only whipped me once, and that was an accident.
So where do the other wounds come from?
Well, let's just say I have a knack for getting into trouble.
Ah,
Ah.
Sonic triple trouble. Oh! Whoa! You fucking dick. You have scars all over your body. That seems like a lot of trouble to me.
I led kind of a rough life before I was captured.
Sally thinks.
This is more complicated than I expected. Are you actually better off now?
Nah, nigga. No.
Help!
Help me! Nigga! I'm an exception. I can tolerate being owned by Shadow because he actually takes care of me, but most of the others, they have it worse. They're not like cattle that Cactus' excuse of a hedgehog wanted you to believe, but they're terrified. They probably couldn't even have this conversation with you because they're afraid to disobey. Your kingdom needs to join this war against Black Doom.
Your owner happens to be part of the royal family. Do you know what it means if we win this war?
Sonic thinks and then licks his lips.
Fuck.
Shadow doesn't support slavely. Getting tongue-tied.
Slavely.
Shadow doesn't support slavery either. I hate slavery.
God.
He just can't go against his father right now. But if war breaks out, I'm sure he wouldn't stand at Black Doom's side.
Are you sure about this?
Yeah, I am. Black Doom has to be stopped, Sally. I mean, look at me. If Shadow abused me in any way, would I be able to talk to you like this?
I suppose you're right.
Shadow comes out of the throne room through the near doorway.
Sonic, I think...
Shadow stops when he sees the scene in front of him.
What do you think you're doing?
Grassroots diplomacy?
Shadow storms towards them.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut the fuck up, Sonic. Shut up. Shut your stupid ass up. Shut the shut. Say something else.
You're...
Say it. What? Yeah. Princess Sally, I'm sorry to cut your conversation short, but I need Sonic for a few moments in private, I think.
Shadow is untying Sonic from the wall.
Well, it was nice talking to you, Princess Sat.
Sonic yelps and Shadow yanks him away by the leash.
You should head back in. Your father was asking about you.
Shadow begins dragging Sonic away.
Nah. It wasn't his fault. I started talking to him.
Shadow replies without stopping.
Yes, I can imagine. Now if you would excuse us.
Shadow drags Sonic around a corner, down a side corridor. Sally is left standing alone, unsure what to do. She looks from the wall ring to the side corridor to the throne room doors. Then her expression hardens.
Father will have to stop the king, but I can at least try to stop his son.
Sally quickly and quietly heads after Sonic and Shadow.
Sally trying to be a Captain Save-A-Ho.
Right. On God.
And I'm
On
just like, fam.
God, dude.
On
God, bro.
He's there willingly.
God. On guard.
In Garrod.
In Gal. In Geld.
Gerald.
Nigel.
Miguel.
Every episode.
Miguel and a big head, please.
Chapter 76. Scene 70. Lovers Quarrel. Cigarette.
Interior side corridor chamber continued. Sally slowly moves down the corridor toward the room at the end, where the door is slightly ajar. We can hear Sonic and Shadow inside, shouting angrily.
What were you thinking?
Well, duh. Trying to get her to not support the war, maybe?
Or are these our thoughts? Yeah, these are our thoughts. Okay, cool. No. You were risking our entire charade. What if Lazar had seen you? Or any of the other 3,000 servants running around in this castle?
You blockhead! Should I have been sniveling around?
Yes.
And besides, she could already see something was up with me. She's not stupid.
Okay.
Plus, I was trying to save your hide as prince.
Faker, this entire night has been a nightmare. Are you actively trying to make me go insane?
Absolutely.
Damn it.
Yeah, they're off
Come
scene.
on,
They're
please.
shouting at each other.
Please don't.
Okay. Sally steals herself and silently opens the door. Sonic and Shadow don't notice. They're still yelling at each other, noses touching.
Alright.
Shadow has one hand grabbing at Sonic's head fur, and they both have a hand pulling on Sonic's leash. Sonic pokes an accusing finger into Shadow's chest as he replies.
Hey, first of all, you're the one, or you're not the one who has to wear this stupid collar, and second...
Sonic and Shadow's attention snaps towards Sally, who is standing in the door looking mildly surprised.
What the fuck?
They stare at her
Hell
for a
going
few
on?
moments like feral cats startled mid-fight.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sally slams the door closed again, and stands on the other side looking confused and a bit flustered.
Why do I feel like I just walked in on a marriage squabble?
Because you did.
Teach a man how to squabble.
Yeah! They squabbling out here! They squabbling! Get that trigger next time, nigga! Where are we at, man?
Interior side chamber continued. Sonic and Shadow are still staring at the closed door.
Superior tech.
God damn it. I love my friends. Was that her?
I think so. Do you think she heard a lot?
Probably not much that makes sense to her, I hope.
Shadow straightens up and lets go of Sonic. They both seem calmer after the sudden interruption.
Yeah.
Sonic
man.
fixes his messy quill.
Woo!
Cool.
Woo! Alright. Alright, Faker. The Black Doom is sent for a recent acquisition he wants to display for his guests. And I caught a faint tingle, which I think might be the emerald. Let's get back in there and finally reclaim what's ours.
Okay, let's go.
Sonic and Shadow exit the room and close the door behind them. The shot lingers on the empty room for a few more moments. Then one of the other doors, which was slightly ajar the whole time, also closes.
Oh, man.
Oh.
I bet I know who the fuck it was. I bet. Chapter 77, Scene 71, the main event.
Interior throne room a minute later. Sonic and Shadow enter the room again, and Lazar is already speaking on the stage.
Lame ass nigga.
Don't
Hate him.
not today.
Hate.
Sonic and Shadow exchange an eye roll.
It's like really coming together for like Lazar's characterization.
And a deadpan glance, respectively, and head toward their seats as Lazar rambles in the background. Okay. Gather yourself. Alright.
He ain't even said nothing.
Nah, because he knows ad libs are coming.
I was like, we ain't
When
even
he puts the
said
voice
shit.
on, we're gonna say shit and we're gonna throw him off.
Okay. A devastating weapon like the likes of which none of you have ever laid eyes upon
Said
before.
last week.
Yeah, your fucking
This
voice.
war against the combined forces of the feeble Queen Alina and the troublesome Echidna race
That's racist.
might as well be no more than simple pest control for a vast and powerful army with the help
God,
of
I
this
hate this
mighty
shit.
gift bestowed upon
Why
His
they
Holy
let
Majesty,
that nigga talk?
Black Doom. Hey, the very gods themselves.
Yo, fix your fucking lisp.
Yo,
idiot.
get off that nigga dick, bro. His Holy Majesty, Black Doom. Oh yeah,
Throat goat.
right.
Throat
Man.
god.
Text that nigga. Text that nigga cigarette emoji.
I'm just saying, nigga, just finna act like Tony Soprano.
Oh man. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like one of the worst things. This is like a super duper side, but one of the worst things I saw, man. They made fun of some dudes that were talking about Anthony Edwards because like Anthony, he got a new haircut. Yeah. Dudes and their sexuality apparently are coming to grips with like how unsure they are. It was like, oh yeah, he's gonna get serious now. And I'm like, that nigga has a new haircut, not a new skill set. And it's like, oh man, the niggas falling in love. Some nigga quote tweeted that shit and said hashtag monkeypox vaccine eligible.
Word.
That's
And I'm just like,
nuts.
I'm like, bro.
That is fucking nuts, nigga. Oh my god.
Homophobia is not cool, but Jesus
At
Christ,
all.
that shit hit me like a fucking spade, boy. I was like, no. Bad.
Shadow notices Black Doom's seat next to King Max is empty. Sonic notices Scourge and Sally's seats are also empty. Manic is sitting forlornly on the ground. Sally is urgently whispering to King Max, who snaps his fingers for one of his knights to draw up a chair for her.
It looks like
Both of them suddenly stop and turn towards the door Black Doom previously emerged from.
The emerald's here.
I know.
What should we do?
Take it, nigga.
Steal it.
Shadow leads Sonic over to their seats as he explains.
Lick season. Wait until he's in the hall. There's more space to maneuver and the confusion will help.
They reach their seats, but remain standing. Rouge raises a questioning eyebrow at them. Now behold this in all as you behold your king.
I don't do that.
Always got something to say. Now niggas is killing me.
Behold your king, man. Get all that nigga dick, bro. Man, the dick eating crazy over there, bro.
Sean tried to assassinate me right there.
That's how I go, man. Racism.
The door opens and Black Doom floats in, preceded by Scourge, who is carrying a dark velvet pillow with the Chaos Emerald on top,
Velvet.
illuminating his face.
What is velvet? Is velvet?
Rouge looks like she's had a revelation. Sally and Max interrupt
her
their
nipples got
hushed
hard.
discussion and behold the gym warily.
King Maximilian of Acorn, I ask you to feast your eyes on this, as it is a manifestation of power that will be able to lay devastation upon the forces of our enemies. Join us in the eradication of those that seek to oppose our nations.
Bars. I think it was spitting.
Blah, blah, blah. And many more words ending in Asian.
Shadow shushes him while Black Doom grabs the emerald and holds it high.
Witness this!
Get a load of this.
Eat lead!
Oh my god.
Oh no, my power.
The emerald emits a blinding flash of white light. The guests gasp and shield their faces. Shadow simply closes his eyes in bliss for a moment. As Max recovers, he wraps a protective arm around Sally's shoulders. Sean Connery. Okay, hold on. Go away.
He gonna bring it back.
Bring it back, man.
He just ran up the hall. All right.
Perk.
Sean Connery. What is the meaning of this?
Nothing, my dear friend. Just a demonstration of the power contained in this. It is pure, ancient magic, and that light could just as well have brought death to enemy troops or destroy entire villages or castles. There is no end to the victories one can achieve with it.
I can't see. My eyes hurt. Why the fuck would you do that? We strike as soon as his attention isn't on the emerald anymore. Wait for my signal.
Sonic nods slowly while Shadow unleashes him.
Ready?
Go.
This kingdom has stood proud through centuries. Always there have been noble leaders who controlled it well.
Cap. That ain't capping.
Right.
Black Doom rests his free hand on Scourge's shoulder for emphasis. Scourge looks at Shadow smugly. Shadow returns his gaze indifferently, which only amuses Scourge further.
What does it mean, nigga?
No realm can exist without a king.
Yes, it can.
A royal
God damn it.
a royal family.
Family.
God damn it.
Did I fuck you up? As the
Well,
crowd? As the crowd people?
It's alright. A royal family, as you may agree, King Maximilian, is the roots of a realm, the crown of a realm, the very tree that supports every single part of a kingdom and those that thrive within.
Why we got slaves?
Why not? You shut the hell up! It must be nurtured and cared for, so it can grow strong and grow larger.
I haven't eaten in 3 weeks.
Rouge
Oh,
occasionally
the
cracks.
fuck well. Get your money up, nigga. Get your broke ass.
Damn.
Be a noble.
If only I
Be born in a better class.
if only I could pull myself up by my bootstraps.
Yeah, get your bitch ass up. Tell
Yeah.
your family to step
Yeah,
they shit up.
that's crazy.
House of niggers.
That's
Guess
crazy.
what?
Damn, dog.
Oh well.
Like doing racist as hell.
I mean, he created slavery, so it matches.
You say, I ain't racist, my son's black.
He black and wear a guy liner, boy.
Yeah.
Like, he got a little twofer.
Bati boy!
Batiman.
Rouge occasionally glances back at Shadow uneasily, looking worried.
Is he going anywhere with this, or did he plan to deliver this speech at a tree nursery?
And of course, This also means that dead branches must be cut off before they affect the whole.
Damn, he talking about us.
Disease seeds eradicated.
I need medicine.
Rotten fruits squashed.
Oh, he's homophobic too.
Damn, dude.
Oh, he finna Thanos snap these niggas, bro. I really feel like he finna take that Ember rule.
Fruit.
Like, he gonna take that Ember rule and blip these niggas, boy.
Everybody that's broke.
You just hear a snap, and all the broke niggas fade away.
I feel so good.
Damn, Greg?
Help.
I thought Greg was doing good. We saw him on Facebook, like, in front of a private jet.
Living it up.
Apparently it was Photoshop.
Oh, no.
Damn.
He works at the airport. He was an off day. He brought his fucking suit in, just ran out there with the phone.
He had one of them
And
shirt
the-
niggas make him a Gucci shirt.
Oh, my fucking God. Shut up, man. Gucci with one C.
You already know. Gucky.
Gookie.
G-O-O.
Where we at, man?
Gucky.
Black Doom clinches. Black Doom clenches his free hand in the air for emphasis. The atmosphere in the room has become very uncomfortable at this point.
I'm very uncomfortable.
Several guests look edgy,
I am-
shifting
I'm also
in their
edgy.
seats and looking around at each other. Shadow also frowns, sensing something is off.
Which brings...
Damn ass.
which brings my speech. End this evening to an end!
Sonic's eyes widen slightly at Black Doom's tone. It's the same tone Eggman would always use right before throwing someone into the roboticizer.
Shadow, there's gonna be trouble.
An end to a certain traitor's life. The second main purpose of tonight, the execution of Prince Shadow! What? Guards, kill him!
That doesn't make any
Move it now or never!
right.
Sonic and Shadow move away from the approaching guards. The guests are emitting surprised and frightened
Ah!
cries.
Oh my
Clueless as the women stay put and
Hold
run
on.
for their lives.
Help! Help!
Help me, please.
Damn.
What the? Max springs to his feet as armed guards rush past him, their swords coming dangerously close to Sally.
Protect my daughter.
Max's knights draw their swords, getting in the way of Black Doom's forces. Other guards are entering through the side door, and we can hear the sound of more approaching through the main hallway.
Scourge, bring me the head of the parasite who thought it...
Jesus
Dude,
Christ.
Tongue tied.
Fuck.
I gotta stay all that shit there, boy. Talking about the boba tea.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Bring me the head of the parasite who thought he could dethrone me.
Wow. Read slower, boy. Like, my mouth is not catching up with my brain.
Sound it out.
I can read, guys. I promise I can.
Scourge draws his sword, grinning like a blade.
Your wish is my command, my liege.
Scourge dashes at Shadow with a look of lust to kill. Shadow dodges Scourge reflexively, and they both whip around to face each other.
Nah.
You shouldn't be so careless as to where you talk. People hear things, you know.
Sonic aims a kick at Scourge's head.
Ah.
Scourge partially dodges it.
What? Over here, green beans.
Ah.
Scourge twists so he has both Shadow and Sonic in view.
If there's anyone, I'll be your opponent. You dare to interfere again? Sure. We still have a score to settle, pea-brain.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Sonic rubs the spot on his neck where Scourge cut him earlier. Scourge's blade is pointed at his chest.
Idiotics, man! Protect the prince!
Sonic, Shadow, and Scourge turn to see Vector pointing at them from across the hall. The Chaotix discard their instruments, and SBO discards his disguise, and procure their own weapons, except Mighty, who cracks his knuckles. Nearby guests yelp.
There we go.
Yeah.
I didn't have any cracks left in my...
Nearby guests yelp in surprise and scramble to move away from them.
Why not?
More traitors? Guards, kill them all!
I ain't even do nothing.
Like, for real.
Hey man, I ain't do nothing.
I ain't do nothing.
Like, for real. I just came for the party, man. I mean, you little slave and shit. Damn. Can't have shit.
Slave all black. Some of the guards converge on the Chaotix, who send the table crashing forward in an attempt to reach Sonic and Shadow. Then, more guards start pouring in through the main doors near the Chaotix.
Shadow, get the emerald. Forget about the rest.
Right.
Shadow heads towards Black Doom.
Black ass dude.
That's dude.
I'll take care of this poser. Whoa!
Sonic barely avoids a swipe of Scourge's blade. Scourge slashes at Sonic some more, much faster than Antoine. Sonic is forced backwards as he dodges the attacks. The room is in utter chaos now. Guests are falling over chairs and wildly kicking in panic.
You hear fight noises in the background.
I'm mad! A large space in the center has turned into a brawl between the Chaotix and Black Doom's guards. Shadow activates his hover skates and uses them to jump, dodge, twist, and kick his way across the room on the heads of Black Doom's soldiers.
Homing attack.
Basically.
Guards! You are supposed to kill him, not let him use you as stepping stones.
Shadow drops down in front of Black Doom, with a trail of unconscious, burned, and bleeding bodies behind him.
Fuck. Yeah, I'm there, brother. Like, give me the emerald now.
Interesting. You don't care that your slave is about to die?
Shadow looks over just as Scourge corners Sonic.
Damn. It's a Shadow the Hedgehog reference.
It really is.
Scourge levels his blade against Sonic's throat, the tip slightly pressing into the skin.
Ha. Yeah, that's how it starts.
Stopped running from your superior, pet.
Shadow reaches for the saber on his belt.
Sonic,
Sonic's ear twitches at Shadow's voice.
catch. Going crazy.
Shadow throws the sword towards Sonic, right from the sheath. Scourge moves his blade down to Sonic's heaving chest. Sonic tenses up.
Yeah.
No one to bust you out in the ow!
Scourge yelps in pain as Shadow's sword arrives, slicing the top of his shoulder.
Thanks!
While Scourge grips his shoulder in pain, Sonic grabs Shadow's sword before it falls and twists out of the corner. Shadow watches with a smirk. Scourge focuses Sonic with a murderous gaze, and Sonic holds up the sword.
On guard! Limey man!
Ha. Ha.
Scourge slashes at Sonic, who deflects it and slashes back. Soon their swords are clashing in a waterfall of metal flames.
Poor little Tink Tink.
Or a little tink tink. I was about to say
Ha!
that.
Not so cocky now, are ya?
Shadow turns back to Black Doom, who is still holding the emerald with one hand.
That was a mistake, Shadow. You shouldn't have sacrificed your sword for your slave, just like you shouldn't have sacrificed your future by my side for him.
Shadow smirks. Black Doom's guards are now cautiously keeping their distance from him.
I make my own decisions. Now hand over the emerald, spook.
Your last words.
Black Doom summons Antoine de Colette to his side with a wave of his claw.
General de Colette, your student has abandoned his sword and betrayed his king. Dispose of him.
Oui, sire. It pains me in my heart, but one cannot tolerate the breach of the trust like this. This is what it is. Antoine does the salute with even more flourish than before, and transitions into a series of even more complicated moves advancing on Shadow. Shadow takes an alarmed step back.
Shadow Advance.
Ha!
A world where, we could have got that.
Yeah, man.
Scourge and Sonic are still dueling, but Scourge seems to have the upper hand again, pushing Sonic back.
It's Sonic ass, bro.
So you think just because some sod taught you how to play with a blade, you can forget your place, do you?
Scourge swipes at Sonic's legs, and Sonic dodges by backflipping onto the long dining table.
My place is right here. Or at least it would be if this table was round.
Scourge jumps onto the table with a growl,
Fuck
making
yeah.
the table wobble a bit.
It's a Black Knight reference.
Sonic attacks, and their duel continues.
Let me crush that idea.
I will defeat you in your places beneath me, whimpering and begging. What? Begging for you to shut the hell up?
Scourge starts gaining ground again, and Sonic is having a hard time navigating the obstacles on the tabletop. But then he grins mischievously. When one of Scourge's jabs forces him backwards, he kicks a bowl of mashed potatoes straight into Scourge's surprised face. Scourge flails back several paces until the bowl falls away, and he blinks through the yellow mass, utterly baffled. Sonic, looking very smug, raises his left foot in the air.
Go!
Scourge kicks up a gravy container that splashes Sonic in the eyes. Sonic rubs his eyes clear just in time to block Scourge's furious sword attacks.
Gravy.
I'm going to kill you! Hold still, damn it!
No.
Their sword fight continues with Sonic and Scourge, now both also trying to kick every possible item on the table into the other's face. They occasionally use their blades to ward off the projectiles. The nobles still in the vicinity, who are mostly watching the sword fight, are rapidly diving for cover from the stray attacks. The Chaotix continue fending off guards, and Mighty even sends a soldier flying over Sonic and Scourge's head. Antoine gets dangerously close to Shadow with his swishing blade until there's a loud bang. And Antoine freezes. Oh shit.
Good, aren't I?
At his broken blade in shock, Shadow is holding out a gun.
Oh my god!
The strap.
Without the strap, bro.
Hey! Fuck it, yeah. Let's do it.
It's like, you know what? I ain't finna bullshit with
It's like,
y'all.
you know what? Y'all out here playing with blades and shit. I got a gun, nigga. Nigga, I air this whole shit out.
I grabbed my gun out. They ain't know I snuck a gun up in there.
Literal moment.
That's the exact unforgivable moment.
They ain't know I stuck.
They ain't know I snuck a gun up in there.
Oh my god, my nigga Shadow really. They found a way to get him the gun.
He's recharged. He got hit with the fucking light from the chaos.
Oh yeah, true.
It's like I can materialize shit.
This nigga really generated a fucking gun.
Right.
But
Fuck are
alright,
we? Never bring a sword to a gunfight.
Shadow, don't!
Shadow turns to Sonic as Sonic continues.
The ricochets!
Scourge swipe kicks the side of Sonic's knee while he's distracted. Sonic crashes onto his back.
Sonic.
Scourge steps on Sonic's sword hand and lowers his blade to Sonic's throat. A sandwich slides off the end of it.
That's fine.
Shadow's expression briefly flickers in confusion as he takes in their appearance.
How apt. Your precious pet is about to be killed by my new heir.
Let him go.
Sonic looks at Shadow apologetically, slightly embarrassed about losing the fight.
Oh yeah? Why should I?
Scourge slides the tip of his sword underneath Sonic's collar. Sonic looks furious.
I'll do whatever you want. Let him go.
Fine. Put down that thing in your hand.
Shadow puts down his gun.
Good boy. Now come here.
Shadow slowly approaches Scourge.
What is this, Scourge? Eradicate this pest and be done with it.
No.
Let me have a little fun, Your Majesty. That was one of my conditions, remember? Alright. Now I want you to kneel before me.
Shadow stops about 2 meters from Scourge
You
and
fucking up.
Sonic.
You should have just killed that nigga right there. Go on. Kiss the ground, my prince.
You want me to kneel right here?
That's right. Come on. Nice and low.
Relax.
Shadow kneels down, nice and low.
Tell me, what do you think of that? Finally forced to grovel in the dirt.
I think it was an utterly stupid move of you. Because you literally just fell for the oldest trick in the book.
Shadow grabs the tablecloth and yanks it out from under Scourge. Scourge flails and tumbles off the table with an undignified shriek. Sonic grabs the sword from Scourge as he falls and rolls to stay on the table. Scourge tries to get back up, but Sonic knocks him out with the hilt of his sword.
Gotcha!
Gotcha!
He really says gotcha, but every time I hear it, I just think of Jax hamming you up.
Right.
Sonic hops down next to Shadow and then turn to face Black Dude. The Chaotix are still fighting in the background, but it's a steadily losing battle.
Now, for the final time, give me that damn Chaos Emerald. They did. Oh!
We just defeated your best warrior. So if you don't want to sleep in your own foolish scraps like him, I suggest you hand it over and exit stage left or something. Fools. I will do nothing of the sort. For you shall be the ones wishing you had run when you had the chance. My spell will bind your limbs, and my power will destroy you. Magic? Seriously? You know, this ain't Hogwarts, so...
Sonic tries to take a step forward, but can't.
What? My legs! Shadow! This is...
His paralysis gas.
Black Doom laughs as Sonic and Shadow become immobilized. Shadow growls in frustration.
Damn! Okay, looks like it's in your hands now. Shadow, just like last time. Break the hold.
It's a Shadow the Hedgehog reference. I can't.
Sonic's eyes widen.
Sonic, this Black Doom and I are not related.
Black Doom, still laughing, raises an arm to summon one of his black energy discs and hurl it toward them.
Oh, they've been found out.
Oh!
The shenanigans.
You are my prisoner.
You
must.
I hate this nigga so much.
Squadala!
We are off. You will die. Die. You will die.
YouTube poos, man. Ain't
Goated.
nothing like it. Those that know. That's just something you just don't know how to explain, but
You can't.
if
You had to be there.
you know exactly what the fuck we just
You
wrote.
had to be there. Chapter 78, Scene 72.
Squad alive.
Prisoners.
Prisoners.
Die.
Interior East Dungeon night. Shadow groans and holds his head as he wakes up in a dark prison cell. It's about 3 by 3 meters wide, with moonlight coming in through a small, half-round, barred window high on one wall.
Literally.
There's also a bowl of water for drinking. Shadow's lying on some straw on the stone floor, and he's missing his cape and shoulder plate. He props himself up and forces his eyes open. Then he gasps as he sees Sonic lying half-slumped with his back against the other wall, unconscious and beaten up. Sonic is still wearing his bondage gear and covered in a mess of food from his fight with Scourge. His wrists are shackled to 2 rings in the stone wall, which are positioned to ensure he can't stand up fully.
Sonic.
Shadow crawls/drags himself towards Sonic.
Damn it, Faker. Don't leave me here.
Shadow kneels beside Sonic and checks for a pulse, while leaning down to press an ear to Sonic's chest. He hears a heartbeat and sighs in relief. Then he quickly checks over the rest of Sonic's body for damage, and nods to himself that everything's okay. Shadow stands and walks up to the bars to see what's in the torchlit corridor outside the cell. He sees Lazard, who rises from a chair, holding a small stack of papers. Ah, my ex-prince. Have you slept well, your majesty?
Cut it. Why am I here? What does Black Doom want with us?
You have been officially disowned. Lord Scourge is the new heir to the throne. You two will be executed as the commencement and prelude to a glorious war. Shadow is now leaning against the bar with crossed arms.
Right. And you were just waiting around to tell me that?
The rules states that each prisoner is to be announced their sentence before execution. His Majesty wishes to observe the law exactly in this particular case. And since you will die at sunrise, I thought you should be told before your last 8 hours to live have run out. Lazar laughs and turns to leave. By this point, Shadow has noticed all the other cells are empty.
Wait. What happened to the others? The Acorn family? And the musicians?
Lazar smiles smugly and his black tongue flicks over his teeth.
Well,
So interesting. But I see no reason to tell you. Shadow is now gripping the bars in anger, but keeps his voice even.
why did you chain Sonic up?
You can thank that old-fashioned fool Amboss that you aren't chained up as well. He refused to put you in irons like a regular prisoner when you were brought here. Dogs. So enjoy this little comfort you have, because it will be your last. Shadow is so angry, a low growl is already building in his throat. Lazar turns around to leave, but stops himself again. One last thing. Lord Scourge has decreed that if you wish to spare your slave's life, you may have him submit to the new prince and become his pet instead. And Prince Scourge also wished to inform you that, in this case, he would make sure to enjoy your slave right before your eyes. Before your...
Get out! Get out!
That's a movie title.
It is.
The outburst startles Lazar into dropping some papers. Whoa! Shadow is barely restraining himself from destroying things. Lazar hurries to collect the scattered papers, looking scared, but also trying to be intimidating. I will, my ex-prince, and I will see you tomorrow for the last time. Lazar hastily backs away with all of his papers, with Shadow glaring after him until he backs out through the door at the end of the corridor. Shadow calms himself down and leans against the bars, breathing deeply. He clutches his head again. He glances at Sonic, who still hasn't moved.
Oh!
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh!
These things are getting hairy.
It's really
Yeah, man.
like the entire vibe is different now. Because their disguises are gone, it's like they're now in constant danger.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Turn up. Chapter 79, Scene C24, Fruitless.
List.
Boo!
Stands for. Oh god.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
I wanted to say fruit.
Fruit.
Fruit. Tangerine.
Great work.
Yeah.
Good work,
Interior
soldier.
Ebony's office.
Good work, soldier.
Soldier.
For freedom. Ebony is sitting in her chair, looking at Tails' question sheet and the remains of Knuckles' question sheet. Tails is sitting on her sofa with his head in his hands. Knuckles sits down next to him with a bruised eye.
Look, I'm pretty sure someone somewhere is having it worse.
Knuckles pats Tails on the back. Tails sighs and lifts up his head, looking defeated. Well, did you find anything?
Only that he has a real mean left hook. Fuck. God damn it. Well, I got Sonic to admit that he lied about his childhood in a village at least, but he still wouldn't tell me what he considers the actual truth.
If we knew what we might make some progress. Whatever false memories he is instinctively trying to conceal could hold the key to the reason why he needs to delve into this fantasy world in the first place.
Yeah, but I don't think he's gonna tell us. He just went on and on how that would jeopardize Shadow.
He told you this? He mentioned Shadow by name?
Well, not by name exactly, but unless this gets any weirder, there's a time-traveling police box in front of my window. I'm gonna assume that when the Master is mentioned, he means Shadow. And if you ask me, the fact that he's saying Shadow of all people would need protection from anything but access to razor blades, that's mean, only proves that he's even more out of touch with reality than we thought. You know, the one thing I was actually surprised about when fighting Shadow in there is that he wasn't actually that hard to overpower. He didn't use a Chaos Spear or Chaos Blast once. Never mind Chaos Control. That was odd. I wonder if that could have anything to do with the missing emerald. You think it affected his powers? Maybe. I think I'd like to run a few more Chaos Energy tests on him in that case. Who knows? Maybe it turns out he absorbed it or something, and that's where all the problems stem from. I don't know, Chaos is weird. So we're taking them home again? Yeah. I'm sorry to have bothered you, Ebony. We'll call you if we find out anything, I promise. But I really need to get them back to my lab now.
Tails starts heading off and Knuckles stands up as well. Your laboratory? Why?
Well, see, one of the magic emeralds is missing and we've been trying to retrieve it for days. If we can't get it back in the next 28 hours.
Oh, that was Knuckles.
28. Right. No, as they both say it. It's like,
okay.
28 hours. The world might end. So that's why we're kind of in a hurry.
Knuckles leaves as he finishes speaking. Ebony continues staring ahead, dumbstruck.
Yeah, derp. Dude. Woo! Oh my god. Fuck! Chat. 'Cause You know, I'm stop it there.
I think it's a good bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a place. We'll stop it at chapter 80.
We had a pretty like solid reveal
Yeah.
for today.
Yeah, man. That shit was solid.
Shout it hot. Let's
Yeah.
get it started.
But we will start with chapter 80 on Tuesday. Tuesday in it.
Tuesday, bro.
Tuesday, bruv. Come to Glasgow, mate.
Let's see Glasgow where we have all the sheep. Yeah, fuck your sister or your sheep. That's all we have here.
But we will catch you guys in 2 days.
Yeah, you can just cut that part out.
No, it's staying.
Okay.